Good evening. This is Terrence Dingle, class SWK 535, Professor Daniel Costanza, Terrence Dingle student, June 2023. And we're talking about the field instruction 1, and we're talking about the instructor's role. The policy of the company as the YMWCA, it stipulates that the instructor is responsible for an important part of my placement. Throughout the duration of my practicum, it's her duty to act as a mentor to me, provide me with assistance, and supervise me. In addition to orienting me to the policies and procedures of this agency, the field instructor is responsible for collaborating with the student, me, to develop learning goals, providing regular supervision, meetings to discuss my progress and professional development, providing feedback to enhance my skills and knowledge, conducting formal evaluations, ensuring the safe learning environment while adhering to ethical standards. The conflict resolution is policy that's placed in the organization for resolution conflicts with disagreements and the event that they occur between staff members, clients, or between staff members and clients. The components incorporated into the resolution policy is to encourage open communication, place high priority on open and honest communication as a means of resolving disagreements at the earliest stage possible, and mediation. If there's a disagreement with one another on the personal or professional level, one option resolving the issue used was mediation to help enable open and productive discourse between individuals involved and locate solutions that are acceptable to both sides. If I have an issue with my supervisor, I'm entitled to speak to their supervisor, and if need be, have GCU's liaison to be part of this process. Okay, and the involvement of my supervisor, if conflict continues or worsens, they may be engaged in order to provide direction, support and assistance in mediating and resolving my issues. The field instructor is tasked with a variety of important obligations during the field placement and stipulated by the policy. They are accountable for directing, supervising, and supporting my question, as part of their duties. This includes getting oriented, defining goals, having frequent supervisions, meetings, receiving feedback, being evaluated, and making sure that ethical norms are followed. When it comes to fostering the students' professional growth with development, the position of instructors are absolutely essential. Limitations of the social workers are to engage in the conduct of the profession. According to the Social Work Disposition Number 9, Standard Social Workers' Ethical Responsibilities in Practice Settings, the limitations of social workers' ability to participate in and practice with various settings are brought into focus by settings. These may include the following: being familiar with showing respect and guidelines and regulations established by the governing agencies or other organizations that are employed, recognizing that social workers' authority and duties limited to boundaries and established by the policies, organization, and the functions as they are assigned, reorganizing significant work with people from different fields to seek advice or directions from experts when necessary are both important steps. In other words, like the interdisciplinary team, everybody all works together to reach a common goal in assisting the client. Social workers may have the goal of bringing about good change, but they must do it while adhering to parameters of the practice settings and showing respect in the guidelines and institution imposed by the organization from which they serve. Possible sources of stress and coping mechanisms for self-care. In any given field placement, social workers may be exposed to a variety of stressful situations, many of which have an effect on their health. The following examples are sources of stress: demand on one's emotions. The emotional toll can be taken by dealing with difficult circumstances, traumatic experience, or personal tales of the clients. Management of both work and and one's time. We have a lot of difficult obligations, deadlines, paperwork to keep track of. You could feel overwhelmed and stressed. Dynamics of interpersonal interactions. It may be hard to navigate professional relationships, disagreements, and tough contacts with coworkers, supervisors, or consumers. Problems of a moral nature. Stress may be results from dealing with difficult ethical issues, put on personal principles to the test. We have a variety of coping mechanisms at our disposal, and some of those are, self-reflection and awareness, being able to detect personal pressures, emotions, and triggers is the benefits of engaging in self-reflection. For efficient self-care, it's essential to have a good understanding of one's own limitations and requirements. Like if something's above me or I see it stress me, I need to stop, breathe, decompress quickly, and continue. Never wear your emotions on your sleeve, even though that's hard sometimes. Practicing time management, putting activities to promote self-care on the top of the to-do list. Like if I like hiking, maybe on the weekend, get a hike in. If I like swimming, get a swim in. Just do something for me, because I'm always working for the client, so you need to do something for yourself. Seek and receive support. There may be times that may be overwhelming and I need to talk to a coworker or my mentor or a doctor or a professional, and to be able to seek the help that I need. Participate in activities to promote physical, mental, and emotional well-being, as I stated: swimming, walking, running, biking, things of that sort. Hobbies, mindfulness, relaxing techniques. That all lowers stress. Seeking supervision or consultation. Developing practices on spirituality. Remember, God is always, always available. And we can improve our resilience and well-being while navigating challenges of this field placement by putting these coping mechanisms to practice and recognizing the supervision and significance of well care.